Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I am Cher and I have such an exciting episode today because we're going to be testing out my very first Adept Cosmetics palette. And this is a fairly new palette too. This is actually a new release, the Minka palette, and it's actually the very beginning when it's no longer on the pre-order list. Like I just grabbed it on that first day. It's kind of been on like pre-order, I think like maybe 2 or 3 rounds of pre-orders, and now it's available to order. So it's brand new, but I've seen a sneak peek from a couple other friends and bloggers out there, and I just absolutely fell in love. I had to have it. So we are going to do a first impressions and review today. We're going to create a look, do some swatches. So exciting. I can't wait. I've been dying to get to this. So it is now here. If this interests you, make sure you stick around. Also, I love to do a lot of beauty product reviews like this one, especially new releases. I've got some new releases coming up, so make sure you stay tuned. I also love to do unboxings and shopping hauls and all the makeup stuff because I'm also a professional makeup artist. Looks and tips and tricks, that kind of thing. And then I also love to do travel vlogs. I live in Florida and I love to bring you along on all of our trips. A lot of people are dying to get here to our tourist state. So anyway, if any of those things interest you, if you love beauty or you love travel, make sure you pop that subscribe button so that you won't miss all of these really fun things. And with that being said, we are going to hop right on in. Oh my goodness. Here she is. How pretty is that? So guys, I am a huge shimmers girl. So when I saw this, I had to have it. Look at all the shimmers. This is off the bat, you're only going to get 2 mattes here, okay? But Adept is like really known for these ultra pigmented, amazing shimmers like this. So I honestly don't even know that much. I'm really trying to like step out of the box and try some indie brands. And a lot of them are really kind of known for like the duochromes and like iridescent shimmers and sparkles and just these vibrant pigmented colors like this. So I've been wanting to try some. So this is kind of like the first step, and you're coming along with me. And I was trying to decide which one do I want to start with first. And I had to start with Adept because I felt like it was probably the most like shimmery pigmented one I've seen. Like I was dying to try theirs. So the reason I got sold on this was my friend Alicia. She has Budget Beauty here on YouTube. I'll link her so you can find her. And she loves indie brands. She's really gotten into them, and she sold me. She absolutely sold me. She did a reel or a video or something with a look on this back at New Year's, and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, it was so beautiful. Go check her out, but she sold me. She's an influencer as well, and boy, did she influence me. So she is awesome. Go check her channel out. But anyway, this is where this came from, was her. You can thank her for this video. Off the bat, let's dig in. You're looking at a lot of, I won't say cool tones. You're looking at like a lot of silvers and golds in here, and then a touch of like purpley pink. Somewhat cool tones. You got some golds and purples. Just beautiful though. I'm so drawn to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little swatching. So we've got 12 shades in this pan, 2 mattes, and the rest shimmers. So, but who needs mattes? Mattes are so overrated. Like, bye-bye mattes. And y'all, I am 40 plus. I don't listen to the lie that I can't wear shimmers. I'd be in bad shape if that was the case for me. But I am going to do a little swatching. What I might do is like 6 on one arm and 6 on the other. So we're going to start off, and I'll just go across one row. We'll start with this row. How's that? Okay. So we're going to start with the matte. Let's see what the matte looks like. Okay. So that's the matte there. Now the matte I'm not seeing as pigmented as like I thought. Sometimes that lavendery color does not come off pigmented on any pan I've ever tried. That is called Toya. We're going to go down the line along that same row. The next one is Maya. Oh my God. I have no words. I have no words. I am blown away. Okay, the shimmers just, wow. Layla. Here is Ava. I'm blown away. I am blown away. I'm going to put a little more on because I got it uneven looking and, you know, I'm blown away. Wow. Wowzers. Here is Emma. Oh my God. I mean, can you get any more beautiful? I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to go back to normal palettes again, y'all. I really don't. Look at that. Look at that. This is a dream. This is a dream. I feel like I'm at like a disco ball. No words. Okay, so that is the first row. That was Minka, which is the name of our palette, right? Let's go down the line. Now we're going to swatch that. The other matte, the one other matte. This is Maria. Oh, that's a lot more pigmented, but still, the mattes are not, I'm not as crazy about, but like, I don't care about the mattes. I care about these shimmers. My gosh. Selena, this is the one that I'm like the most like, oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. So beautiful. Linda. Oh, that came out like, oh, look at that. Do you see the duochrome there? You see that shifting? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like when I look at it right here, I see more of a greenish, browny greenish. And when I shift it that way, it turns purple. Can you see the shifting? Yeah. You can't see it as good, but see like right here? Yeah, definitely got that like shifting colors going on. All right, this is Cora, like a light lime green looking in the palette. Oh my gosh, it's like I hate even touching this stuff. I'm like, I feel like I'm butchering it. We got Nora, so Cora and Nora, and then the last one is Luna. Oh my gosh, how pretty. Can't wait to see what Luna looks like. Oh, wow. Luna. You guys, here we go. Here we have it. Look at those colors. And look at that. Is that a shifting too? That purpley? Oh, I'm in love. Like, I don't even know what look I want to create because they're all so beautiful and I want to touch them all. This is just the most stunning, beautiful thing I think I've ever put my hands on though, you guys. I'm so in love. So in love. Okay, let's start working with her. So obviously this is not an everyday look kind of palette. Not going to be for, you know, bridal makeup. So I am a makeup artist and most of my work is doing weddings and most brides don't want all these colorful looks. But like I mentioned before, I am trying to expand into, you know, some of these other very colorful looks. Now some of this could work very shimmery, but you know, party looks, definitely. Like this is definitely the ultimate New Year's palette right there. New Year's party palette all the way. Birthday girl party palette. I mean, just stunning. So let's see what we can create with her. But you know, if you're looking for like, oh, a great mix of mattes and shimmers and all that, no, this is definitely not the palette for you, but that is not where we're going with this today, honey. This is not at all where we're going with that. What do I want to create, guys? I really kind of want to try out this with like the shifting colors. I'm kind of drawn to this here. I really want to try the blue. These are going to be a little bit more toned. I mean, nothing's toned down about this, but maybe toned down colors as opposed to these darker ones. So, gosh, what do I want to create? I don't know. We're just going to start playing and see and go from there. Let's let the inspiration lead us. I'm going to go ahead and start off with Toya right here. We're just going to start popping it on the lid. So with these, I feel absolutely no need whatsoever to come in with like Fix Plus, or I'm not even gonna do like a cut crease, nothing, because these are so ultra pigmented. Like, I don't think you need any. It's so intense. And you know what? That is blending beautifully. Like, I wasn't sure on the swatch, but that matte is going on perfect. Like, so I have very, I don't have super hooded eyes, but you know, I'm 44. And so like everything is just more aging and older, and you got to go back into all those creases. Like, I'm getting more creasy, you know what I mean? And so normally with very light colored eyeshadow mattes like this, I got to go back over it so many times to fill in the holes. I'm not having to do that with this. I can tell already, I think this is going to be my favorite palette of like all time. All time. Okay, so right now I'm using Maria, this darker one. I'm just going to pop this on my corners here. We're going to go with a big, heavy, dark shade on the outer corners here of this darker one, and then we're going to start digging into those shimmers. I feel like they're so pigmented. They are easy to get on and easy to blend. I'm not getting it stuck in my creases, nothing. This is a dream, an absolute dream palette, you guys. I am in love already. I'm gonna bring a little down under. Check out Selena right here. See how, okay, it looks purple to you guys, but to me, if I turn it a certain way, it's green. But I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna put, do I want blue first or do I want that one? I think I'm gonna try the blue first, actually. Let's go with the Luna. Oh, wow. Okay, you don't need much. May go on better with your finger. So the shimmers aren't like just going on with a brush like I'd expected it to, but that's so pretty. Like, if you want it more subtle like that, go with the brush. I'm using a packing brush, but it's not as pigmented as I want it to be using the brush. Here it is with using the brush, which isn't bad, but it's just not like ultra pigmented on there. That's a little more intense. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh wow, I might have done too much. What do we think? Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay. And so look at my hands, they're like covered in sparkles. But it's not making a huge mess in this palette, you guys, like even after I swatched it up. So that's one thing I'm noticing is, you know, there's a lot of like shimmer and glitter palettes where it is such a mess that gets everywhere after even just touching it. This is not. It's staying in the pan pretty well. So I'm really impressed with it overall, just working with these colors, the pigment, the blend, just stunning and not like falling apart, you know, like, and you can see, I have somewhat oily eyelids, probably average, but you know, I always do concealer with like a translucent powder on top. So, you know, just make sure when you're working with like glitter that you've really primed your eyes well and done your powder underneath to help if, you know, you're oily. Because, you know, look at that. It kind of looks like it could shift. I'll have to see how it wears throughout the day maybe and let you know and come back and update you, I think, on how well it does, especially with 40 plus eyes. That's why they say don't wear shimmer. Okay, now we're going to try out that Selena that I was talking about right here. That's like purple and green. Crazy to me. Okay, and I'm going to put this one more in the inner corner. And we're letting these transition and blend into each other. Pretty. All right, let's pop that on with the finger. Ooh. Yes, yes, yes. We got a little bit under the eye there, but you know what? I may actually put some under the eye anyway, so that's fine. So I'm just going to come back over it with a little more of that lighter purple. Do we want to do any pop of like silver or something in the inner corners or something like that? Let's try that. Yeah, just so I can test out a few more colors. I'm going to go in with Minka, which is like the lightest one in the palette. And let's just pop like a little dab right here. And what I'm going to do is kind of come around and put a little more of these other colors underneath. So they're all kind of blending the same way. On the bottom as on the top. All right. So it's a very like rainbow of pretty pastel-y colors. I'm going to pop on a dab of like eyeliner, maybe some lashes. I might like kind of balance everything out, and we'll come back and pop on, figure out what goes with it for like lips and blush and see what our finished look looks like, or if we want to touch anything up afterwards. Okay guys, because this look is so glittery and so pigmented, you're going to need a really strong, good eyeliner with it to cover it. Some eyeliners are just not going to stand out. My normal eyeliner I use was not standing out. I'm actually trying out this Farrah that I got in the BoxyCharm this last month, and it's doing pretty well. I actually went around the bottom too, and it's working better than some of my others, but I do want to point that out. It's just so ultra shimmery. You're going to need a good eyeliner to cut through all of that shimmeriness. Okay guys, I am back with mascara, eyeliner, lashes, and base, a little bit of base on my face. How are we liking it? I love the sparkles more now that we have our eyes a little bit more pronounced. I'm noticing though, I need to blend out this silvery shimmer though. It's like once it goes on, you guys, it's hard to get that off. So like you can see that pop of silver is kind of like harder to blend out. Like I tend to do this with highlight a lot, where I pop some highlight in the inner corner. It's not quite as blendable as like a highlight is in there to kind of spread around and blend in. It's like these are made to be pigmented. So just maybe that note is you may not want to use these for that little pop there. I would go more with like a highlight for that. But that would make a gorgeous lid shimmer, you know, all of them would. But besides that, I love it. So let's come up with some blush or something that will go with this. Okay guys, here is the final look. These eyes are to die for. Just the most shimmery goodness I've like ever experienced in my life. I don't know about you guys. This is life-changing, life-changing. Okay guys, I wanted to show you, it's the end of the day and I'm going to be getting a shower soon. I wanted to show you like how this shimmer held up. And it is pretty good. It hasn't shifted and started creasing everywhere. So that's one thing, you know, I kind of look for with such a shimmer, you know, consistency with my 40 plus aging eyes, is a lot of them would start really creasing, and not bad. It's still looking very blended, still holding up pretty well. So to the naysayers that say that I can't wear shimmer at 44, bye. Bye, Felicia. So, Overall thoughts, absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I love the shimmers. They're so, so pigmented, so beautiful, so stunningly shifty, iridescent-y, just gorgeousness. Definitely not mini mattes. Who cares? Because the shimmer is just stunning. Blendability overall, super blendable, especially those mattes were surprisingly more blendable to me than I thought. The shimmers, I wouldn't say they're as blendable as I thought, like as in, the case of the highlight, like inner corners there, you can see it's hard to like get those blended out. But easy to kind of build up on the lid and everything. So they do go on more pigmented with the fingers rather than with the brush. It just depends on how you want it, but just stunning. But they do blend into each other really well, like the purple and the blue and the pink. I mean, it's just like all one shifting, gorgeous iridescent rainbow. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. Do I recommend it? Yes. For the price? Yes. Especially if you are a shimmery girl like me. This is a most life-changing experience that I will never forget, you guys. I will never forget. This is, I don't know how I'm going to go back after this. I really don't. I really don't. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I think that wraps it up. I'm going to put down how to get to this beautiful thing. I am so impressed at my first Adept product, and unfortunately, I think I'm hooked now. Thanks a lot, Alicia. Anyway, if you want to grab one of your own, probably before they run, I think that they just came out with a new, is it a mystery box too? I thought about getting that as well. We'll see. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. You going to grab the mystery box? But anyway, they've got that one too, so check it out. I'm going to put their website down below. Use a code, Brittany Ray, to get you a 10% off discount on these things. And I think that's everything. Hopefully now this is easier to get. It came really fast too, so I was very impressed at how quickly it came in the mail. I had no issues. Great order process. Wonderful. So anyway, definitely recommend it. Check this color story out. Check this brand out for yourself. Have you ever tried them? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on this. And make sure you pop that like and subscribe button, especially if you want to see more like this in the future, because I am definitely going to be getting more Adept. And I'm going to also venture out on a couple of other indie brands. We've got a few more coming up here. So make sure you are watching and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss it. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye.